I don't think that I should have to like go after anybody. I don't think I should have to pursue anyone. I don't think any woman should. I think men have gotten so complacent and lazy and pathetic. It's and like this isn't just my experience. Like I've talked to a lot of women that all have the same complaint. I don't know what the deal is. I don't know if it's like freaking Me Too move. I mean, Me Too. I mean, there's a complete difference between like being completely inappropriate and like hitting on somebody or asking somebody out or showing interest. I mean, they're two completely different things. So
yeah, do you know what the difference is a lot of the time? The difference a lot of the time comes down to whether or not the man doing the behavior is attractive or not. But guys, here we have a woman today saying, listen, men are lazy. Men have gotten complacent. They're not doing what they're supposed to be doing. They're not asking women out anymore. They're not putting in effort. They're not taking us out on dates. And my question in response to that is, why should men be doing these things for you? Yo, what is going on, guys? I hope you are all doing well. So on today's episode, we are going to be covering this woman right here, who has, like many other modern women, a bit of a large difficulty out here in dating. And the difficulty for modern women is that dudes won't put in any effort anymore. Men have decided to walk away from dating. They have decided to walk away from things like marriage, a lot of them anyway. They have decided to walk away from things like chivalry. And so we end up with videos like this, guys, of essentially women just being incredibly lost. Now, guys, today's video is made by Matrix of Madness. I'm going to leave a link to his channel linked in the pinned comment, so make sure that you go and give him a sub. But we're going to be taking a listen to this woman right here. He's going to be kicking it off with a dating horror story. So let's take a listen.
another horror story. So, this guy asked me to go to lunch with him today. So I said, okay, sure. And, I just broke my bra. And, this dude is super attractive, but
Okay, I'm going to put this woman on 1.5 times speed because she talks slower than I do without my damn coffee. So we're going to bump her speed up a bit here so she can get to the damn point, because we're 30 seconds in and she hasn't said anything yet.
I can't even. So cute, like a Philadelphia firefighter, super cute guy. We're sitting at lunch and it's just some of the weirdest conversation I've ever had in my life. He was super cute. I might have met the love of my life. Kidding. Any of you who know me know that that's a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah, see, the implication here, guys, is that, you know, if you know this woman, you know that she's for the streets. Of course she hasn't found her man. And the reason why so many of these women haven't found their man is because the men that they want don't think that you are worth commitment. That's really what a lot of this boils down to, is a lot of men these days don't actually have a lot of reason to commit to modern women, right? That's not to say all of the women are going to be out there being crazy, recording TikTok videos like this. That's not to say that every woman is going to divorce you and take all of your assets and your children, or make a false accusation and ruin your career or your friendship circles. Not every woman is going to do these things. But number one, men have noticed that a lot of women these days, with the cultural attitudes that are being pushed forward, are no longer really worth it. And they've also realized that, hey, even if I am a good man, right, a lot of these things can still happen to me anyway. You know, women can drag me through the divorce courts, for example. They can try and take my kids. and the list goes on, right?
No, I come home and my mom's like, so how did it go? My mom's always like super optimistic when I go out. And I was like, no, like he's cool, but no. And she's like, oh my God, Jessica, I really, every time you go out, I think maybe. Got so many like really funny messages, and people were like, hey, I saw your video. I have this friend, blah, 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 blah. Or, hey, I saw your video and like, I know a couple nice people, like, what are you looking for? Blah, 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 blah. Whatever. Nobody has ever actually set me up with anybody. And I think that like I've never needed it. Like I'm just super aggressive. I think most people I think most people know that I just like if I'm interested in someone, most of the time I just make my own move. Like I don't care. But you know what? Times are changing, folks. And
you are absolutely correct here. The times are changing, and the times are changing not really in modern women's favor, shall I say, okay? All of these attitudes that are being pushed forward into society right now of, we don't need no man, men are bad, they're not good for anything, etc., etc. Dudes hear these messages, and the consequence of that is that a lot of guys don't want to deal with you. I also want to point out before we continue, by the way, that this woman's mother is trying to hope that she will one day find a guy, right? She's saying, hey, listen, what about this one? You know, what about this one? Did it work out? And the mother was sighing when it didn't end up working out, right? Probably because the mother wanted grandchildren or something like this. But this woman right here is too damn aggressive to lock down a dude, right? So we have here a woman who is very forward in her own words. She is very aggressive. And she says, hey, listen, you know, I don't really need to be set up on dates. I can make it happen myself. Oh, really? Okay, where's the ring then? Because it seems to me like a lot of these modern women, they do need help. Oh, I don't need no man. Dating's super easy for me. I just haven't found my man yet because and then the sentence falls off, right? They don't have a reason why they haven't found a man yet. Oh, all of the men are terrible. Really? I mean, you mean to tell me you've been looking for your Prince Charming, or you've been on these dating apps for how many years now, and you still haven't found your Prince Charming, and we want to blame this on the men? You've been looking this entire damn time, and you haven't found a single man. Congratulations.
And I'm not doing that anymore. I don't think that I should have to like go after anybody. I don't think I should have to pursue anyone. I don't think any woman should. I think men have gotten so complacent and lazy and pathetic.
I love the shaming language that we throw at men, right? When we can't get something from a man, what is the first thing we have to do? Oh, I know. Let's insult him. Let's insinuate that he's not a real man. Let's call him lazy, complacent, childlike. I mean, whatever adjective you want to use these days, okay? And the fact of the matter is, a lot of these guys are not lazy or complacent. They just don't want to date you. Like they don't want to take you seriously. That Chad on the dating application, he's not lazy because he didn't want to plan a date with you. He just didn't want to date you. You see what I'm saying here? Women conflate these things, guys, because what they try and do is they try and shame dudes into doing things. But this isn't the way it works, right? This is like opening up a business, okay? And I don't know, let's just say you sell plants, right? Some people come in to sell plants. None of the people want to buy your plants. And so then you start insulting your customers. This is the equivalent, man. This is absolutely the equivalent. No man wants me. No man wants to put in the effort. So something must be wrong with the men. It's not the product. It's not the way I'm presenting myself. It's not the way I behave or anything to do with me, because nothing's ever my fault. We know this, right? It's always the man's fault. It's always someone else's fault. And this is why these people get damn well nowhere, guys. This is why these people get nowhere.
And lazy and pathetic. It's, and like, this isn't just my experience. Like, I've talked to a lot of women that all have the same complaint.
Yeah, this is exactly what I say on this channel, guys. I agree with this woman right here. This is a very widespread problem that a lot of modern women are having. The problem is this. Men won't put in the effort. This is the exact same thing that I said in the intro. You guys don't have to believe me. You can say that I'm just, you know, some random vampire dude on the internet who's barely animated. That's totally fine, right? But The women are saying it themselves, guys, right? These are women out here who are saying, listen, we as women in mass are having problems here. And the problem is that the men won't ask us out. Oh, goodness, man. It's so funny, right? Because you have to consider this exact situation for what it really is. If men are not asking you out, that should tell you something. Men's standards are really not that damn high. So you must be really quite something in order to off-put men. You see what I'm saying?
I don't know. I don't know what the deal is. I don't know if it's like freaking Me Too move. I mean, Me Too. I mean, there's a complete difference between like being completely inappropriate and like hitting on somebody or asking somebody out or showing interest. I mean, they're two completely different things. So
yeah, like I said in the intro, guys, the difference between those two things oftentimes is how attractive you are. Not always. Okay, maybe one dude says it weirdly, right, or whatever the case may be. But the fact of the matter is, if you were to provide women with the same sentence, like let's just say some dude walked up to a woman and said the same thing, it's typically going to be received a lot more positively if the man is attractive to the woman. I don't think there's any denying that, right? But let me go back here a moment because she said something else that was stupid. Oh, no, it wasn't too stupid, actually. It was the Me Too thing that she brought up here, okay? We've got the Me Poo movement. And she's actually right. This is also another large reason why dudes don't want to approach women, is because they don't want to be labeled as that guy. They don't want to be accused of something that they didn't do, right? And guys, this is a very, very real thing. Okay, dudes don't want to be in the same room alone with women these days. We don't want to be alone with them in the gym and things like this. Guys, I brought this up multiple times on the channel, okay? But whenever I go to the gym, for example, and I go maybe late at night and there's one other person there, and it's a woman, I don't want to be anywhere near that person. Absolutely not, right? I'm not helping women out with their form if it's terrible. I'm not striking up conversations with people. I would rather be left alone, do my own thing, do my workout as it's supposed to be, and then leave, right? And many dudes have this exact same attitude because we don't want to be labeled as that. We don't want to give these women any ammunition to use. And I think that's a very, very smart thing to do, right? But let's continue.
so there's that. So I was definitely one to be like, to like let it be known if I was interested in somebody or whatever. Like I had no shame, like no shame. If I was interested in somebody, I always like let them know. I told them, I was upfront about it. And in some cases, like I would say in most cases, it was like well received.
Wow, you're kidding. You went up to men and most of the time the reception was positive, right? And this is the thing I've been saying for a long time, is women conflate attention with men and the bedroom fun that they get with dudes. And they conflate this with actual commitment and actual interest from men. You might be able to get men to talk to you and have fun with you and these sorts of things. The real question is, can you get that man to have a relationship with you? That's the problem that these women are having. So, you know, these girls, they get on here and they say, dating's easy for me. You know, I'm direct. I make things happen. Okay, but where's the wedding ring? Where's the engagement? Where's the 10-year-long marriage? Because that is success for a woman in the dating market. These days for men, it's not the same. And the reason why is because these things are a huge risk to men. There's nothing but upside for women in these particular scenarios. But in any case, let's continue.
But then there was like other people that I've had people be like, oh, well, I would never approach you because you're like just so like out there. You just put everything out there. And then I've had people say, I wouldn't ask you out because I don't want to cross you. And I don't want to be on your bad side, which is true. I mean, I wouldn't want to be on my bad side either. So for a while I was very like, you know, if I liked you, like I told you. And I think that's like, I think that communication is a huge deal. And I think that so many problems could be avoided if people just talk to each other. Like, so whatever. So I think communication is a big deal. So I'm a believer in it. So I had some very good feedback and some very good experiences from it.
Yeah, so you had bedroom fun with a bunch of dudes, but you couldn't get them to commit to you. Also, just pausing in here, guys, for a second. This woman's audio is worse than mine. Like, holy hell, she has this dog There's a dog on her lap that's been there the entire time, and I could just hear it breathing the entire damn time. Holy hell. Her audio is worse than mine sometimes on these episodes, guys, and that's saying something.
Good feedback and some very good experiences from it. What was I talking about? It's a combination of my current situation is a combination of me kind of like throwing in the towel and just like saying like F it. And I used to, I mean, I still do think that it's important to like let people know that like you're interested and you know, be open and not be closed off to people. But I think I'm just going to kind of change my approach and go from there. I mean, it's not natural for a woman to pursue a man. A man should be pursuing the one, like that's like just instinct and nature, and like back to caveman days, like that's what women didn't go after men.
I love how these people, they bring up the biology argument and they bring up the way things used to be and traditionalism, but they only bring it up when it benefits them. Like, trust me, guys, this woman does not want to go down the path of talking about what is traditional and what used to happen, because that would immediately exclude her from having a relationship with a dude in the first place. You know what else used to not happen back in the day? Women didn't used to have a body count that was at least in the double digits, but you do. You see what I'm saying, right? Women weren't so masculine. They oftentimes had feminine characteristics. They were able to cook and clean. They were pleasant to be around. They hadn't been with any other dudes, right? But you don't want to talk about all that. We don't want to talk about that biology. We don't want to talk about that traditionalism, do we? We just want to talk about the part where men did crap for us. Men initiated everything. They made things happen because you need a relationship now. It's very funny to me, guys, when these same women, what they do is they get into their 30s and they start saying crap like, oh, men should pursue me. And the reason they give is because that's the way things are supposed to be, right? That's how, biologically speaking, it's hardwired into us as humans. That's how it used to be traditionally. But they ignore absolutely everything else surrounding traditionalism and biology. They have no interest in anything that doesn't benefit them.
So, I think that like I made it really like too easy for people. So I made it too easy for people that I dated. I made it too easy for people like
yeah, so the reason why she cut the video here, guys, is she gained self-awareness for a second there. Hilarious stuff here. So she made it too easy for the bad boys. I mean, straight out of the horse's mouth, guys, right? She made it too easy. The bad boys, they got everything for absolutely free. Now that she's older, she needs to find that Prince Charming. She needs to find that simp ASAP. So now we can't let dudes have it for free. We have to start charging, right? And so now we expect dudes to take you out on dates. Now we expect men to initiate, you know, the courtship, as it were. I just love how she cuts the video here, guys, as she realizes what she's saying. Check this out.
I made it too easy for people that I dated. I made it too easy for people like.
Do you guys see that? Hilarious.
Okay, sorry. I got cut off because I got a phone call.
Oh, you're so full of it. Oh, there's no way. It was a phone call, guys. Yeah, just a phone call.
Anyway, so I was saying that I did that poll about how often women should pay for a date. Most men said, all men actually said that a woman should never pay. So I guess I keep picking like loser after loser to go out with, because I can't tell you like how many times I've paid for something as simple as a cup of coffee to like dinner. And I'm like, I can't even believe I'm picking up the tab right now. Like, so call me like old fashioned, call me, you know, stuck in like 1950, whatever. Like, I don't care, honestly, what anybody thinks about me. This is how I want to be treated and what my expectations are. Another girl could have a completely different set of expectations, and that's fine.
So let's iron this out. Let's work out what this woman is saying. She is in her 30s or 40s now. I don't know, one of the two. And she's saying now that, hey, listen, I've been with the bad boys. I've been with all of these guys previously. I had some amazing experiences, in brackets, in the bedroom. But now I need to find my Prince Charming. So I'm going to need men to start pursuing me. I'm going to need men to start paying for the bills and, you know, paying for the dates and things like this, because I am a traditional woman. Apparently, that's what this woman is trying to sell you guys, and this is what many other women try and sell dudes these days. Right? Is when they need it, now they start claiming that they're traditional. No, this is not how this works. Okay, traditional women don't hook up with a bunch of random dudes and then expect to be treated like a princess afterwards. That's not how this works, right? And a lot of guys, I will say this, a lot of men don't have an issue with the chivalry itself, okay? They don't have an issue with paying for dates. They don't have an issue with opening the car door and all of these sorts of things, okay? I would argue that a lot of guys really aren't against the gentleman behavior. What they are against is doing it for women who don't deserve it. That's the real damn problem, okay? You want a ring, you want men to do all of these traditional behaviors for you, then perhaps you should be traditional yourself, and then maybe men would consider it, right? These things were not just done simply because they were. They were done for a reason. It was a trade, right? But these days, men are not getting very much in said trade anymore, right? The expectations are sky high, right? Men have to do everything, but what men get in return is very, very little these days. So very, very little.
Like, everybody can do their own thing, but like for me personally, things are definitely gonna change. And I've met a lot of very nice people, and I'm just also meeting like a ton of losers. So it's very hard for me to like not be like that, but I'm really gonna try to not basically not care about anybody is what I'm gonna try to do. Not give a shit about anybody and just be like, y'all, because like I'm done.
You guys ever notice how these women will go out here and what they'll do is they'll sleep with the dude, right? Give it up for free, as this woman puts it, right? And then they will turn around and then they'll try and call that dude a loser. So to the outside world, you know, maybe you're listening to this for the first time, you might be a young man, you might be naive, and you might think, oh wow, like this poor woman, she's dating losers. You know, these guys are just screwing her around. But the fact of the matter is, these guys aren't losers. They just don't want to date the woman, so she has to insult them. You see what I'm saying? And guys, I'm fine. Like, I'm not one of these people who are like, oh, no insults, right? I think a good insult is damn well deserved here and there, right? But the thing is, these dudes oftentimes aren't even losers, right? You're just calling them this because you can't get commitment from them. That's really what it boils down to. If you're going to call someone a loser, they should actually be a loser. You can't just be, you know, angry at them, if that makes sense. Like, if you're going to throw the insult, at least make it damn well true. But if they're such losers, as you say that they are, why did you hook up with them in the first place?
If anybody wants me, you know where to find me. And don't get me wrong, like, there's plenty. I've met a lot of nice men that have really gone out of their way, like, to show interest, and I very much appreciate that, and it's very sweet.
Yeah, but see how none of the dudes who put in any effort were actually considered for a relationship, by the way. This is what I'm talking about, man. The men who put in everything get treated like crap. So what's the point of putting it in the first place? And notice how she keeps saying a lot of men. I've been with a lot of men. I've talked to a lot of men. Again, this same person wants you to convince, she wants to convince you that she's traditional, but she keeps throwing out the word here, a lot of men. So do with that what you will.
It just wasn't like there wasn't anything there. Which is fine. It's fine. Not everyone's gonna, like, you know.
Yeah, he wasn't attractive enough. All the men putting in the effort, not attractive enough.
Like, but yeah, I mean, I'm just done. I'm just done. So I will just do my own thing, do what I want, live my life how I want. If I want to do something, I can do it. And not like I'm just gonna stop caring, I guess, about anybody except myself and my kids. Like,
oh, so we're a single mother as well. Oh, that puts things into perspective, doesn't it? Right? We are 9 minutes into the video, and we find out that on top of all this bullcrap that this woman is saying, she's a single mother as well. The classic. Why aren't men traditional for me? You know, I'm a traditional woman. I'm basically from the 1950s, she says as a single mother. Get out of here.
About anybody except myself and my kids. Like, you know, I try to show people that, you know, it's just not worth it. So I'm done. I'm throwing in the towel. I will put my effort and attention towards the people that give me theirs, and go from there. And you know, we'll see. I'm just going to completely change my approach. And do I think it'll change anything? No, I think I'm probably just destined to be like alone for the rest of my life and be like,
I agree.
You know, like the crazy dog lady who like wears a bathrobe and watches like Snapped on ID, like just watches crazy women on TV all day. That's probably my future. But no, I mean, I think when I know exactly what I want, and when that comes along, then that'll be the guy for me.
Yeah, but if I don't get exactly what I want, then, you know, screw it. And guys, I really want to, you know, outline this one more time, okay? Because a lot of guys, particularly when they're younger, more naive, they listen to women like this and they think to themselves, oh, well, I'll be a good man. You know, this woman wants dudes to pay for dates and she wants all of these traditional behaviors, so I'll be traditional. And the dudes who believe women like this and they go down that path, all I'm going to say to you, my friend, is good luck. Because you are going to get treated like absolute garbage, right? The men who give these women everything, they will be there and they will be the shoulder to cry on as she goes over to Chad's house every evening. Okay, maybe not every evening, but you see my point here, okay? The dudes who put in all this effort, but aren't quite attractive enough for her, you will be used on the sidelines for free resources, for free attention, for free validation, while she goes out there and she has bedroom fun with random men. And that's exactly the way it goes, and that's exactly what these women don't want to outright tell you. They will call these men losers. Here's the real kicker, right? These women, on the one hand, will call all of these men who won't commit to them losers, but they will spend their entire life chasing these guys and complaining that these men won't commit to them. It is absolutely hilarious.
I know exactly, and it's not many people are going to fit what I'm looking for. And it's not that I'm looking for something crazy. It's just that not many people measure up to anything anymore.
Are you serious?
Have you guys noticed that some of my videos have gone missing over here on YouTube? That is because I am slowly moving them over to locals where I can actually host them without the risk of getting in trouble. If you are not aware, many creators are starting to move over to places like locals, Rumble, etc. because YouTube is not really a free speech platform. So if you are interested in supporting the channel and getting access to videos that are no longer available here, make sure that you come and join us over on locals. The link will be in the video description down below. Supporters get access to their own exclusive videos that are no longer available to the public. So make sure you go to the link in the description and join us over there now. But anyway, guys, back to today's episode. I mean, those are one and the same, right? If what you're looking for is not that crazy, but nobody has what you're looking for, don't know about that one then. Your reality and your perception of reality, not quite the same thing, it seems.
Anymore. People suck. I mean, I hate that word. I hate that term. Like, that sucks. This sucks. You suck. But people are kind of terrible. So, For the girls that are like with somebody just to be with somebody, if you're listening to this right now and you're really not that happy, fucking leave. You don't need him. You don't fucking need him. All you need is you.
Right, so this woman is now advocating for other women to leave their relationships in order to be happy. But this sounds like exactly what she did because she's a single mother and she's clearly not happy and she's just spending her time ranting and crying on TikTok. Guys, this is what I talk about when I say that women oftentimes will try and sabotage each other's relationships. And it's really, really quite sad. You'll have women like this who will go up to other women who are married, who are in long-term successful relationships, and try and convince them to leave because they want somebody else to be miserable with.
And if you're in a situation where you're not happy but you really can't leave, like, you can. Like, I left my marriage with not a fucking penny to my name, and I had to start over at 36 years old from scratch.
Wow, so we're divorced and we're a single mother. Fantastic.
Is it fun? No, but it's possible. Is it easy? No, but you can do it. And for people that aren't in a relationship, like, good for you. Good for you, girl, because you don't need anybody. And most people aren't worth it.
Wait, I thought we spent this entire video talking about how you need a man and you need men to put in effort for you and they're lazy and pathetic and complacent because they don't. But then at the end of the video, you want to say that you don't need anybody. And throughout the entire video, you're saying that you're not going to care for anybody else except yourself. Can somebody please explain to me how exactly this all measures up and makes sense together? Because it seems to me like it absolutely doesn't. Right? And you wonder why men don't want to date you.
Like, sorry to like shine some light on the truth, but I have met a lot of people. I've gone on, many dates, met many people in many different situations. And it's very rare. It's very rare to find a stand-up guy.
Yeah, so she's been on many, 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 many dates, been with many, many different men, still can't get a single one to commit to you that you want. Divorced, single mother, trying to convince other women to leave their relationships. I wonder what exactly is wrong with this picture. But guys, we're going to be leaving today's train wreck of an episode there. As always, remember to leave your thoughts and your comments. Make sure you take care of yourselves, and I'll be seeing you all in the next one. Peace.